Hi blokes, Bruce Robinson here again. And again I've got my very good friend Paul Morrison, who's a radio host and a singer, but also the chaplain of the West Coast Eagles, to talk to us about some of the things that we can learn from sport. They're going to help us be better dads. This week he's talking about the fathering instinct, the things that he gets from when he talks to not young players, older players and coaches when they've just had a baby and they're so excited by it, and he's observed what those fathering instincts are.
G'day, Morrow here again with the Fathering Project. Today I want to chat about the fathering instinct. Last year I rocked up at training and heard the news that one of our players had just had a brand new baby girl. His partner had given birth, and he was so excited. I remember chatting to him on the boundary line, and he was like all new dads. He had a grin from ear to ear, and he was just reflecting on how his wife just instinctively kind of knew what to do as a mother when she was feeding and taking care of the baby. And it made me reflect on a thing called the fathering instinct, things that he was doing instinctively without anyone having to tell him. So the three things are this. First of all, he was grateful. No one had to tell him to be thankful for that he had a brand new baby girl and his wife was healthy. He was just instinctively very thankful and grateful. Secondly, he was generous. He said to me, I could just stare at her face for hours and her little fingers, and he'd set up a nursery, so he was generous with his effort, his time and with his money. And thirdly, he was gentle. Again, it was instinctive. No one had to tell him. You know, new fathers, they hold their babies like they're going to break and they whisper so they don't wake them up. He was instinctively gentle with his new baby. I was thinking, if you maybe fast forward that as a parent, 14 years, and you're walking past your teenage daughter's bedroom and you can't see the floor because there's lipstick and junk and clothes all over it. Probably not as instinctive to be grateful. And then she tells you she's broken a new laptop. It's going to cost $1,200 to fix, and the school fees just came in and they're $2,000 for the term. And you may be not feeling as instinctively generous. And then you find out from your wife that last night she was supposed to be out with a girlfriend. Turns out she lied to your parents and she was out with a young man instead. But here's the thing about parenting. Those instincts are required by our kids at every stage of their development. They always need us as fathers just to be grateful that they're in our life, just to love them for who they are. We always need to be generous with our time with them, investing time, generous with our effort, generous with our money, continuing to just love on them with generosity. And finally, they always need us to be gentle. Sometimes as fathers we can underestimate the power of our words. We can speak harsh things that they might never forget, but we've always got to choose to speak with gentleness because those words have a lasting effect. So that's the fathering instinct. Have a crack at it, remaining grateful, remaining generous, and being gentle.